What's good, everybody? All Ball Podcast here. I'm Josh, and this is Connor. Today we're going to be discussing MLB, NFL, and NBA topics today. Only one NFL, but let's get to it.
It's only one NFL, but I feel like, not going to lie, this is a pretty big NFL topic. It's not massive. It's pretty big.
We've heard in a pretty long while.
Past few months, honestly. Since Super Bowl, I'd say this is a bit... Yeah.
Deshaun Watson
Being a...
Yeah.
But we didn't even talk about that much.
Yeah.
Is he still in...
No, I think he got out of like 20 of them.
No. I'm saying he's still in Houston.
Yeah, he's still in Houston for now.
Okay, but someone who isn't in the same location, Julio Jones.
Yeah, I think we talked about it, right, when he was on...
When people were trying to recruit him.
Okay. So we talked about that. One of the people who was trying to recruit him was Titans wide receiver A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown.
And it looks like it worked successfully. Julio Jones today was traded to the Titans for a second-round pick in this year's draft, or next year technically, and a 2023 fourth and sixth round swap.
I was a little behind because I heard something different, but what mine was like a skeptic. You know what I'm saying?
It was like a guess.
Skeptical, yeah. It was a guess.
Yeah.
But was that the official trade?
Yeah. So
shitty ass.
So
trade.
the Titans get
I don't
the
like
Falcons.
that trade. Well, I like the trade, but
the Titans get the Falcons' sixth round pick, and they give up their fourth round pick. So they swap picks in that year, and they gave them their second round pick for Julio Jones. So that now puts Julio Jones alongside Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, and A.J. Brown, which is pretty deadly.
it is.
But Titans
What are we looking at?
defensive nice ranking. Because my uncle told me today, Tyler, he told me that they still have no defense.
That's an issue. Defense is half of the game.
Defense
Number
wins,
22.
Defense wins championships. In NFL, it does.
I was gonna say, dude, we know who's gonna win the championship this year, and defense is not something that they're good at.
Talking about the Raiders?
Talking about the fucking Nets.
Oh. No, NFL is different though.
Yeah, no, I get you. Defense is a big part.
There's been teams like the 2012 Ravens where they were just all defense and they had shitty Joe Flacco and won the Super Bowl.
I don't say shitty Joe Flacco.
He's shit.
He's chill. Joe Flacco's chill.
So the Titans need to now improve on their defense, and they can be a top team in the AFC for sure. Top 5
for sure. I mean, look, their offense.
They're not even the best in their division yet, though.
Their offense is. Well, I don't know the division. Not gonna lie.
Well,
Who's in there? What?
the Colts, AFC South. Colts are probably still better than them,
Yeah.
even though they have a quarterback problem. Or no, they don't. They have Foles, or not Foles.
Nick
Wentz.
Foles,
Carson Wentz.
Okay, so Texans dog shit, especially once they get rid of Deshaun. If they get rid of Deshaun, they just drafted. Jaguar just drafted Trevor Lawrence.
He'll need a few years.
Yeah, he will.
And then the Colts.
Not gonna lie, it's not even that far between those two.
No, it's not. It's not far, but I'm just saying if they improve their defense, then yeah, they would be better. But
you think the Colts have the edge?
Yeah, they're a below average defense right now.
They're far below average. They're 22.
Yeah, that's why.
And there's probably like 6 teams that are like absolutely atrocious. So they're probably like in terms of like competitive teams, they might be the worst defense.
Yeah, last year they ranked 28th in total defense.
Yeah, 28, and like the 3 teams, the 3 teams that they probably were under were probably like shitty ass fucking like tanking teams, like Jaguar and whoever else was at the bottom last year.
Yeah, so that's still a problem for the Titans, but they get another receiver, another weapon on offense, so maybe they just put up 50 a game and they'll lose.
Yeah, maybe they're the new
Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, or they're the football Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, but moving on from that, that's really all the NFL. Like, there's literally been nothing.
I'm thinking MLB next.
Literally just to check. I'll look up NFL news.
No, well, everything is going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, everything is going to be about him. Julio Jones, Falcons, Julio Jones. There you go. Julio Jones is the whole NFL right now. Well, moving on to baseball. I didn't know this. The D-backs. What's that, Arizona?
Yep.
Is it all of Arizona?
Yep.
That's crazy. I don't like teams that get the whole state.
Can't wait to go there.
But the Arizona Diamondbacks on a 17-game losing streak?
Road game losing streak.
A road game. Okay, that's why I didn't notice it. I was like, no way they're on a 17-game L streak.
No, they were on like an 11, but then they won a game.
But it was away. Or it was home.
Yeah.
It was home.
So
fuck, they're bad.
They're 20 and 41.
When are you going there?
The end of this month, I think. When was the last time they won a road game?
I don't know. Hey! I was going to say this shouldn't be on the podcast, but fuck it. You guys can hear it too. We might cater at spring training.
May 16th. That's fire.
We might cater at spring training.
In March?
Yeah. Or is it in March next year? We might cater at spring training. In Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might.
That's fire.
That is fire, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just thought I'd let you know that. Because you guys go to that, don't you?
I went once, but do you know where? Or like what?
Bro, I didn't even know that spring training was in March. My boss just told me that that he's like in contact with people, so it's not for sure, but
it's fire.
We might cater for spring training.
Anyways, so it appears
I got to give Cody Bellinger a funnel cake, and he gives me a kiss on the cheek.
So I can't really find where they were on the road and they won.
Well, you're gonna need to look back. Decent amount, Josh. Road is on top, right? Mm-hmm. Pause. You got a long way to go. Keep going. There you go. Against the Braves in April 25th. April 25th? And we're in June.
They haven't won a road game in a month and like 5 days.
They're shit.
Yeah.
You know who's not shit?
Who?
Winker.
Jesse
fucking Winker.
Yeah. Jesse Winker hit 3 bombs today. This is actually the second time this season he's hit 3 homers in a game.
In one game?
Yeah.
Oh, he's fucking nasty.
So he is 5th? 4th? He's 4th in MLB in homers.
Who's he behind? You said he was behind.
Vladdy has 18.
My boy.
Leads. Acuna and Tatis have 17. And then he has 16.
So he's 4th.
He's 4th.
He is. Not second.
That was a dumb conversation.
So, shout out Winker.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell him.
Okay, so Josh thought that he was in second place behind Vladdy, Tatis, and Acuna. So he thought he was in second place behind 3 people, and he goes, well, they're all tied for first, so he's second place. Which it's just not how it's not how math works. Or it's not even math, that's just not how brain cells work. But he got it in the end. He's 4th place because there's 3 people ahead of him.
Yeah. Another thing I didn't write down, I'm really focused on...
What are you focused on, Josh?
On the Twins being like the Raptors.
You said that
and they went on a little winning streak. They went on like a 4-game win streak, and I was like, all right, they're coming back. And then they went on a 4-game losing streak.
So they're fucking just evening out their good with being bad.
Yeah. Still 12 games out. It's still early, but you got to get going right now.
You got to get... This instant. Fuck. My bad. I'm tired again.
Hey, you guys are above even.
Yeah, but we're still 5 games behind Red Sox.
At least you're ahead of the Yankees.
I'm going to send that to Tyler. Or I'm going to just tell him tomorrow.
Yeah. The Yankees actually, since we're on that. The Yankees got swept by the Red Sox today.
For the first... in Bronx. In the Bronx.
And they haven't won a series in the Bronx since 2011.
What was the Jay-Z quote? About the Yankees? I make the Yankees hat more famous than the Yankees. Some shit like that.
Don't know. What else is there to say? MLB.
MLB's just mid-season.
Yeah.
It's a mid-sport and mid-season.
Jacob deGrom killed the Padres yesterday.
Hey, the Mets are fucking good.
Yeah.
Shout out.
And they have like a AAA team right now.
Shout out.
G League team.
I saw something and put the pieces together. Apparently like a substance got caught and then he started throwing like way slow or something.
No, that was Garrett Cole.
Oh, that one. That's the guy I was talking about.
And he didn't throw slower. His spin rate went down.
That's what it was. Spin rate.
Yeah, so MLB's starting to crack down on foreign substances. And Garrett Cole found out that he could get suspended, so he didn't use it one game. He gave up 5 runs, and his spin rate went down like 600.
So is he a fucking pine tar fraud?
No, because it might not even be pine tar. Trevor Bauer said it's like Vaseline and oil mixed together or something weird.
So he's fucking Garrett Garrett. His name doesn't work for anything. Vaseline fraud?
Vaseline.
His name doesn't work.
Oh yeah. While we're on that, did you see the All NBA bubble team?
No, I did not see the All NBA.
It was like Jamicky Butler.
I did not see that. That is hilarious.
Bam at a Mickey bio or something like that. Anyways,
shit. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So, who's doing good that wasn't before? Oh, the Cubs have turned it up. Actually, we haven't really been talking about them. They were like hanging around even. Now they're 7 games above 500.
Look at your fucking division.
Yeah, my division's stacked all of a sudden.
Yeah, your Giants. Your Giants are gonna carry.
No, they'll fall off.
No, they won't. You're third place.
You're third too.
Hey, me and Josh, both of our baseball teams are in third place. Except mine's the Blue Jays and his is the Dodgers. It's a little bit of a difference.
You sound so happy to say that. Mine's the Blue Jays and his is the
Well, because now you literally told me that I have to be a Dodger hater.
I didn't.
I have to. I literally have to.
I didn't tell you that.
I do. I have to be.
I didn't tell you that.
Because he was being a dickhead about the Lakers. So for at least 1 year, I have to be a Dodgers fan. At least for 1 year. I guess it'll be this year just to get it out the way, huh? Because I don't want to do it like next year or some shit. Because I think next year I might be a fan. I'm going to be a hater this year and I'll be a fan next year.
Stay a hater, bitch.
Nah. I need to be a Dodger fan. I just need to fucking get on you if they lose this year.
Moving on to NBA. So
What are we talking about first?
we'll talk about Game 6 first. Game 6.
We did miss Game 6. Did we?
This was Friday.
We missed Game 6.
Game 6 between the Clippers and Mavericks went underway on Friday. The road team at the time was 5-0. They ended up being 6-0 after this game.
First time NBA history.
Yeah. Flight said that the Morris dude is the biggest finesser in NBA because last month he was just on the Lakers and now he's on the Clippers.
So he thinks they're the same person.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfortunate that we got Markieff because I was watching Marcus play today and it looked like he wasn't doing too bad. Obviously, Game 6, though, fucking 4 points in 42 minutes.
He got some good cardio, though.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
But this game...
That was nasty.
Yeah, this was the Reggie Jackson game. It looked like they wanted to take away shots from PG and Kawhi.
And Reggie Jackson stepped up.
And I think he had 6 threes this game.
And it was on some good efficiency, too. It wasn't bad efficiency.
Hello? Not the baseball player.
You got it?
Yeah.
6 for 2. Ooh, 3 for 7. 3 for 7. It was the 3 for 7 one.
And 8 of 15 shooting.
Which is good efficiency.
And not to mention he had 9 rebounds and 4 assists. So he was doing everything on the court in Game 6, helping out Kawhi, who had just a slight 45.
Just a slight 45.
On like 78.
And it was a clutch 45, too. It came all at the end, like right when
they needed it.
Right when they needed it. And
step back threes, all that good stuff.
And if you look at the other side, Luka was trying his best. Correct me if I'm wrong, that wasn't his greatest game.
No.
Yeah, 29, 11, and 8, which saying that's not a great game. But a lot of those points were like towards the beginning and towards the end, he just didn't have any help. Because when you're double teaming Luka Doncic and you have to trust on Porzingis to score and he only gets 7 the whole game, like it's kind of hard. If your second best player is Tim Hardaway Jr., you're not going to beat a team with 45 points from Kawhi. So that's how Game 6 went. Game 7, which was earlier today.
The Clippers broke the road winning streak and won a game at home.
And it was the Game 7. It was the most important game. This game got me not mad because I'm not a Mavericks fan, but I love to see like Luka carry his team. So he scored 29 in the first half, right? Mm-hmm. And I think it was a pretty decently close game at the half. Can you scroll up a little bit?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, at the half it was 70 to
62.
62. Ooh. Yeah, it was 70 to 62. Clippers, and what's his name? Luka had 29.
Did the cat just die outside?
I did hear something like that.
R.I.P. that cat outside. I think that fool just got bit by a dog or something.
Rest in peace, that cat.
Anyways,
back onto this.
Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, Luka literally is carrying his team, and I hate it. He's the only person that hit a single shot on. So Luka had 111 points tonight, and the Clippers had 126. But on a serious note, look at the rest of his teammates. Dorian Finney-Smith is the second best player. He didn't even get 20 points. And Luka, by the way, got 46. Luka's all by himself, and it sucks to see. And then the Clippers kind of pulled away at the end. There was a couple questionable calls, but it was really already out of reach. So, they didn't, make a crazy deal about it. But
I know it was a close game when I was at In-N-Out, and then we went home, and the Clippers were up by, 13. They also went on a 24-4 run.
God damn, I didn't know that.
So that's when it got stretched.
It was one of those games where I had it on my phone playing in the back of the trailer, and I would make a funnel cake and turn around, and that's what was going on.
Yeah.
Very sad to see. I wanted Mavericks to win this one.
Yeah, but shout out to the Clippers supporting cast for stepping up for real. So
at one point in the game, I believe it was late in the third quarter, it said that the Mavericks had 4 bench points.
Yep.
4.
And they had 60-something. Or not 60.
So if you look at the Mavericks bench points, they had 6 to end the game. They had 6 bench points to end the whole game. I didn't even realize that until now. They had 6 points off the bench, which I don't have the stats for it. That might be the lowest bench scoring game in playoff history or something like that. 6.
I thought he shot more. But
shout out Maxi Kleber.
What was I gonna say? I just think what were you gonna say? This.
I just think that fucking everyone thought that Porzingis was gonna be Luka's help. It's not. He's not. He's not the all-star he used to be. Did he ever make an all? I think he made an all-star team, right?
Mm-hmm.
He made one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But Luka has no help. He has a bunch of bench players. 2018. There's a bunch of bench players, and they're not consistent enough to be a good supporting cast. And I'm not gonna say free Luka. I think he has a good situation in Dallas, but
he needs a little more.
He needs more. And Mark Cuban has been a good owner. I think he could figure it out. He needs to figure it out, or Porzingis needs to figure it out. Because Luka's doing all he can. Literally all he can.
I think they go after Zach LaVine.
Why? Why is that? Why?
Because the Bulls are just ass.
I think the Bulls are going to try next year. I think the Bulls might compete for a playoff spot next year. I think they get Porzingis out of there. Because, I don't know.
Yeah, but for what? He's fucking
for a fucking contract space.
Literally don't. Max contract.
So give up him, and you're gonna have to give up picks to get rid of the contract, and then just get fucking cap space back. What team has a lot of cap space? Send him to fucking Orlando. They love trading people. Send him to Orlando.
Send him back to the Knicks.
Bro, Mavericks are gonna call up Orlando, be like, we got a trade offer for you, and then Orlando's gonna be like, all right, whatever it is,
deal.
Send it our way, deal.
They
just love that shit.
We love it. What else what went wrong?
They didn't shoot the ball well from 3. And fucking their 7-footer doesn't get any rebounds. Their 7'4" player doesn't get any rebounds. Not Boban, by the way. The other 7'4".
Boban was actually doing decent.
Boban was doing fucking post moves.
You seen the one where he turned around and just
yes.
Also in this game, I don't know if you've seen, but they were down by 11 at one point, and there was 5 minutes to go. And someone, I think it was Maxey, he shot a 3 and he missed it. And then Kawhi went down and hit a 3, and that was game.
I've probably seen it. I can't remember the exact play.
If they would have made that 3, it would have at least put some more.
Oh, okay. Side. I think I do remember that that little part of that game.
But it was almost like it was almost like a momentum shifter, you know? It was just, I don't know. It wasn't their day really. Everything went right for them because how many people had 10 points?
They only got 5 rebounds.
8 people?
For some reason, I thought Terrence Mann did a lot better than he did, but it was probably just because 5 of his rebounds, I think all 5 of them were offensive rebounds on top of fucking Porzingis' dome.
Holy. He doesn't know how to grab the ball. He doesn't know how to grab the ball.
He doesn't. The ball would be right here, And his hands are down here just looking at it because he's 7'4" and he just thinks rebounds come naturally, which they don't. You fucking work for rebounds. Moving on though.
Did he have a double-double at least?
Fuck no. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Nice.
He had 11. He had 11, but it probably should have been like 15. I'm actually getting on his head for that 11, but 11's not bad. But if you saw the game, you saw that he wasn't getting rebounds. You know what I'm saying? They were just probably the pointless rebounds. Like the Russell Westbrook rebounds. The ones that just come to him. Which one do you want to talk about next?
Nets.
Nets? Okay. So we have about 40 seconds of James Harden to talk about, and then another 48 minutes of the game to talk about. But speaking of that 48 seconds, James Harden came in. I think it was 43 seconds exactly. James Harden came in, went up wrong, landed wrong, and I think they said it was his hamstring again, right?
Yep.
So his hamstring's been bugging him all season, and fucking he got re-injured. I don't want to say
Re-aggravated.
Yeah, he re-aggravated in game one. Nets still won because you still have Kevin Durant, you still have Kyrie. And I think Kyrie didn't have the greatest game, or I think he just did a little bit bad down the stretch.
No, what won in the game was fucking Blake Griffin.
Shout out Blake Griffin.
18 and 14.
18 and 14 from a guy who doesn't do shit. Well, I can't say he doesn't do shit. Doesn't do what he used to do. Blake Griffin used to be a much better player. You gonna look up his stats?
Yeah, he did pretty good.
Yeah, but so I think that the reason why, let me look it up. I think the reason why the Nets took the W is just because the Bucks have like a certain game plan, and it's kind of like a really inside out game plan, which is basically like you get it to the center or Giannis for a layup or you shoot a three. And if I am not mistaken, yeah, they shot 20% from three. So their inside was doing all right. They shot, 70 and then 39? They shot 39 for 70 or 39 for, basically 39 for 70, which is very good efficiency. Mm-hmm. But their three-pointers just fucked it up. And so if only half of the Bucks game is working for them.
I just think that's what happens every year for them.
Well, like half of their game, or not half of their game plan, but like they don't
hit threes.
They don't hit what they need to hit. And on a team like the Nets, you literally have to play perfect because that's the people to knock off. Yeah.
Blake Griffin, 18 points, 14 rebounds, 7 of 13 shooting, 4 of 9 from 3.
Who? Oh, Blake.
Good
fucking career game. Well, at this point of his career game.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the other side, another career game. It's fucking great ass game.
Oh my god.
Let me look up Chris Middleton stats.
So actually, the Shanghai Sharks are gonna have probably
a stacked ass team.
They're gonna have a stacked ass team next year. So their point guard, who knows? Honestly,
Mike James.
No. Don't disrespect. He had a good game.
Don't disrespect.
Their point guard will probably be the same guy.
Probably
shooting guard will probably be. They might put Kyle Kuzma at shooting guard.
Just cause.
And then small forward will probably be Chris Middleton. And then power forward will probably be Andre Drummond. And then center will be Marc Gasol.
That's a good lineup. 3 of them from the Lakers. We could ship them out. Get rid of their fucking contract. So the Chris Middleton game that we're talking about, he shot 6 for 23 and 0 for 5 from 3. He got 13 rebounds, but they were probably fucking off his own misses.
He was in front rim running and grabbing it like Flight.
Like when you miss set. Bro, Flight shoots the ball like he knows it's not going in.
No.
Like he shoots before he's even like released, he's already on his way to get a rebound.
His first name is James?
James Christian Middleton, I guess. James fucking Middleton, your dog shit. He's actually not terrible.
He's gonna change his identity after that game.
He had a bad game.
But actually, the point guard is gonna be Schroeder.
Nah. Schroeder's at least fucking EuroLeague, right? He's not fucking Chinese.
Maybe.
But really, honestly, this game just shows that if you're not playing a perfect game, you're not going to beat the Nets. And the Bucks realize that, and so I can expect them to shoot a little better next game. But you can't force shots to go in, especially not from 3.
So this guy was the difference maker in their first series, Bryn Forbes.
Yeah.
He didn't do much in game 1. 22, 11, 22.
He was missing all those threes. He was just a part of the Bucks that weren't hitting shots.
Yeah.
He was just one of everybody. Nobody was hitting shots, really.
Yeah, that's a big role player for them because he showed up in that series and they...
Jeff Teague is on the Bucks. I totally forgot that.
Yeah, I heard he got in someone's face.
Little ass Jeff Teague. No one in the league is intimidated by that.
Yeah, and also James Harden is out for game 2.
Oh, well, yeah, he fucked up his... But he could probably sit the whole series. I really think that. I think he could sit the whole series. I don't think he will, but I think he can. I think he can for sure.
Think they'll survive? Because people were saying that the Bucks will win the series.
I don't give a fuck what people say. People are saying that the Heat-Bucks series is going to go to 7.
That's what you said.
And people agreed with me. People said, like, Heat in 6. How did that work? Bucks in 4. You get me. Basketball is it's predictable. It's probably the most predictable sport, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if your game plan doesn't work, your game plan doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've gone over that game enough. We got the last game that happened today.
It was actually the first game that happened today.
Well, the last game that we're going to talk about is what I meant to say. Was the Hawks taking game 1 against the Sixers with Embiid. And this is what I want to say. It was with Embiid, and a lot of people are going to say, but Embiid was hurt. Embiid was the best player on the floor tonight. With the torn meniscus, he was the best player on the floor tonight. I would credit the reason that the Hawks won to players like John Collins. Because John Collins in the previous stints hasn't been great. And now he's showing up at least a little bit. Bogdan Bogdanovic, his name is fucking stupid. His first name is half of his last name. Why is that? His name is Bogdan Bogdanovic. That's just stupid.
Wait, his last name's in his first name.
That's his name is Bogdan Bogdanovic. That's why he got my tongue all twisted. They both had good games, but if you go to the Sixers were down a lot in the first, 2 quarters?
Yeah, they came back in the second half.
They came back in the second half, and a lot of it was Joel Embiid hitting, not clutch shots, but like shots to
bring them back.
He ended up almost dropping a 40-point double-double. And, like, that's the thing. Like, he's the one that's hurt. He's the one that people were like, oh, that's, like, the reason why the Hawks would win games is because the Sixers have a hurt Embiid. But Embiid is fucking dropping almost 40 points.
Yeah, that's fine. Keep pushing until I can't.
And that's a good thing to say, but at the same time, no. Because you have a long career ahead of you, but that's a good-ass mentality.
Well, he had like fucking 15 free throws again.
Probably. So he had 24, 25. He had 25 points and then, 14 free throws?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he probably shot like 18, 17, something like that. Don't know the exact stats. But I don't know how to predict the series at this point then. Because Embiid's not going to be able to drop 39.
Well, the Hawks are going to win the series if Matisse Thybulle is going to be guarding Trae Young. Trae Young was fucking him up today. I don't care if you say he's a good defender. I don't give a fuck about that.
But they should have what you said earlier.
Benjamin Fraud Simmons.
They should have Ben Simmons on Trae Young.
Instead, he's guarding Bogdanovic and Kevin Huerter in the corner. That's their best defenders guarding a corner sitter.
I wouldn't call him their best defender. They have a good-ass defensive team.
Yeah, they're the best defense in the league.
Bro, Ben Simmons is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Joel Embiid is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Matisse Thybulle has potential. Are you okay? You cut your finger?
No, that shit was earlier, but I just smacked it.
Good shit. No, but you're right. I honestly, if Trae Young is having a good night, but what they should do is not have one guy on him all night. Throw different people out throughout the night.
Yeah, but
like start off the game with Matisse, end the game with Ben Simmons, something like that.
Yeah, but don't not have Ben Simmons guarded him for 4 or 5 possessions.
Yeah, because then he's gonna drop a 35-10 game. That's kind of natural for.
You seen the clip I sent?
No. Of what?
Of Ben Simmons playing defense on Bogdanovic. To the
Yes, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, beast-ass defense.
Yeah, it's better than LeBron defense.
I just don't get why the best defensive player on the floor isn't guarding Trae Young. Sorry. Just don't.
Yeah, so we could transition that into this. Because I said I didn't know how to predict the second round. Let me get the NBA... What the fuck?
Dun, dun, dun. NBA playoffs.
I didn't even spell it right. Holy shit. I guess we'll just go off of this. We still have a lot. So are we just gonna give our predictions and how we think it's gonna go?
Yep.
What series do we want to start with? Probably the ones that already started.
Yeah, we'll go with the Bucks first.
Bucks Nets. I got Nets in 6. I got Nets in 6 only because I believe that the Bucks can get a couple games where they're shooting like they should be, and then Giannis is fucking dominating the inside like he should be. I really think so. And especially with Harden out like completely. I know that they don't need Harden, but he does help in a lot of games, especially in crunch time. So I got Nets still winning, but I think the Bucks could take a couple games.
I got Nets in 6. I think Brooklyn will win game 2. I think they'll win a game in Milwaukee.
And then Milwaukee takes the other game in Milwaukee, and they take a game in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And then they finish it off in Milwaukee. Yeah. That's I can see that.
I think.
This next series, Hawks Sixers, I think it's very unpredictable.
It's so unpredictable. This is almost like Blazers Nuggets.
I think the Hawks will take this series in 7 games. AJ, if your best player, right, Embiid, and like I said, you can say, oh, he's injured. He's fucking dropped 40 points. He dropped 40 points, and the Sixers still lost. I know you guys didn't shoot all that well. I don't care. If your best player is dropping 40 points and your team is losing, it's kind of tough, especially because Embiid might have to sit out a few games. He's on a torn meniscus. I understand he played tonight, but I can't say that his body will hold up for 7 games. His body is not the strongest in the league. He gets injured pretty frequently. I got the Hawks winning in 7. That's my, and if that's a hot take, that's a hot take. That's my hot take. I got the Hawks winning in 7.
I think I'm gonna be a little hotter. Hawks in 6. I think they close it out in the A.
That's the thing. The Sixers do need a lot of home court advantage. They don't need it, but I appreciate it.
I think the Hawks close it out in the A.
Hawks in 6? It's not far-fetched. They could. Especially because the thing is, Hawks are very consistent for how, like, inconsistent they are.
I just farted.
I shut the fuck up. Like, John Collins is inconsistent, but at the same time, like, he's consistently inconsistent. So, like, their team won't rely on John Collins to show up. But then there will be a night like this where John Collins decides, hey, I'm going to score 21 points. Yeah. And then they're like, okay, we'll take that, John Collins. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Fine. I think they close it out in the A in game 6.
Nah, I think
the Sixers win the next game.
See, this is the thing. I don't see them winning a game 7 in Philadelphia, though. I think Philadelphia takes a game 7.
That's why. I think they have to close it out in the A. Listen, hear me out.
I'm hearing. I'm just thinking as well.
Sixers win game 2. Okay, so it's a 1-1 split going into the A for 2. Okay. I think Atlanta wins both in the A. And then I think the Sixers come back and win game 5. It's going to be 3-2. And they close it out in the A.
Okay, I'm going to tell you my series prediction. So, Atlanta just won the first one in Sixers. I think Sixers are going to take this next game back.
Okay.
I think Atlanta's going to win the first one. Sixers are going to win the second one in Atlanta. So they're going to go 1-1, 2-2.
So it's a 2-2 series, basically a best of 3 with 2 in Philadelphia.
And then I have Atlanta winning at home, Sixers winning at home. Oh, no, Sixers winning at home, then Atlanta winning at home. But I can't see a game 7 going to Atlanta, though. That's the thing. Am I switching mine to Philadelphia in 7?
Trey's been pretty fucking cold.
He has been pretty fucking cold. But Sixers at home is nasty. Sixers have always been great at home.
Yeah.
And I understand they lost tonight, but fucking...
It's one game.
It's one game. I'm switching it. Sixers and 7 if they keep Embiid healthy. If Embiid gets hurt, Hawks in 5.
Hawks in 5?
Yeah. Hawks in 5 if Embiid gets hurt. If Embiid stays healthy, Sixers in 7. That's my
Hawks in 6. They're gonna close it out in the A.
Okay. Moving on to the next series. I guess we'll just go with this one.
Yeah.
Nuggets Suns. That's a decent one. I got the Suns winning in 6. I think. Just because the Suns are a very complete team. I think the Suns are much, much better than the Blazers. The Blazers went to a game 6. So I think that Suns Suns take it in about 6 games.
I think Suns in 6. I think that this little off time, this few 3-4 days off that they had 2-3 days, whatever it was. I think that's big for Chris Paul and his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck. That's definitely big.
So I think Suns in 6.
And I seen a stat of Ayton versus Jokic. Jokic said that Ayton is good enough to build a team around him. That's how good he thinks he is. And Jokic, I think, was shooting like 13 for 36 or something on Ayton, which means Ayton does a pretty decent job on Jokic, which not many centers do. That being said, it's kind of not a matchup nightmare. You have a all-star center. Mikal could probably lock up MPJ. And then who's locking up Booker? Not Will Barton. Not Monte Morris.
Not a fun matchup for the Nuggets.
It's not at all. Who's locking up Chris Paul?
Well,
nobody.
MPJ might be guarding Devin Booker.
I still have Devin Booker going out for 35.
No, me too, but I'm just saying.
And then not to mention, if you're going to be running a pick and roll, Jokic is slow as fuck. You're going to get torched. Might even go Suns in 5. Just because I'm fucking hyping them up so much. Nuggets are a good-ass team to lose in 5, huh?
Yeah.
I'll keep it at 6, just because Nuggets are so good. But if it goes 5,
not even Nuggets are so good, just because Jokic is so good.
Yeah, basically.
With Jamal Murray, I think it's Suns in 7.
Yeah. With Jamal Murray out, Suns in 4. Suns in 6. Suns in 6. Moving on, we have the Clippers Jazz. Might as well, because it's just this one right here. Was that the last series? That's last series is the Utah Jazz versus the
Los Angeles owning Clippers.
The Clippers. They're not from the same city as us.
The Clippers now run LA after making it out of the first round and the Lakers losing in the first round. So the Staples Center is now home of the Los Angeles Clippers.
No, they're fucking renting it. Lakers are the landlords. I got Jazz. I got Jazz winning the series.
What?
I have Jazz. Clippers struggled against the Mavericks. Jazz are a much better team than the Mavericks. Jazz have more than one player who can put up points. Okay, so you're going to tell me that Donovan Mitchell, Bojan Bogdanovic, Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson, Joe Ingles is not going to perform better than Luka Doncic and his fucking circus show that he has on the bench? So
I think the Clippers found it, though.
So the Clippers got a Game 7 series to a team that got 6 points off the bench.
I understand what you're saying.
Jazz are the best team in basketball. I got Jazz. I'll take it as 6 or 7 if you think that the Clippers are so good.
I think the Clippers are winning the series.
But in how much? You better not say fucking 5 or something.
Nah, I think
I got Jazz in 6.
I think Clippers in 6.
This is the only thing. Is Paul George and Kawhi going to show up? If they do, Jazz in 7. If they don't, Jazz in 6. Because there could be nights where PG-13 goes fucking PG 13%. Yeah.
I don't want to put trust in PG, but
you can't. You literally can't.
Ah, shit.
And then look, do you trust like Kawhi in the clutch? Yes, but I think that as a team, the Jazz are a much better defensive team than the Mavericks. They just are. You got Mike Conley at the front. Donovan Mitchell's pretty quick. You got big French boy in the paint. It's a good defensive team. Royce O'Neal, not a slouch.
Kawhi's gonna get buckets though.
I'm not saying he's not. He just came off of a 60% series, averaging 30.
Clippers in 6.
Fuck no. I say fuck no. I might look stupid in the future. I got Jazz in 7, and then if PG doesn't show up in any games, Jazz in 6. And I'll write those down. Fuck it. Let's keep all those. So you. I'm alright.
I hate trusting PG though. That shit is.
I don't know why you did.
Because I always use the video of PG shooting off the side of the backboard.
So the first series that we did was Nets in 6, right? And you also said Nets in 6?
Yeah.
And then what was the series after that? What was the series after that? Nuggets, Suns?
Hawks.
Oh, Hawks, Sixers. I said Sixers.
And 7.
Sixers, 7. And you said Hawks in 6? Okay. And then...
Suns in 6.
Suns, 6. And what did you say?
Suns 6.
Suns in 6. Okay.
Did you want to put 5 or no?
What?
Because you said you're having them up so much, maybe you'll say Suns in 5.
Nah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Jokic is pretty good at basketball. And then the last series, I said
Jazz in 6.
Jazz 6, and you said
Clippers in 6.
Clips in 6. Okay. We have our predictions set for...
Fuck, I hate trusting Paul George.
I don't know why you did. I don't know why you did. What was the other MLB topic we talked about?
Rather fucking trust
D-backs.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson is more consistent. Maybe not, but that'll wrap up the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. We will see you guys on Thursday.